What is up, beautiful beings? Man, what an amazing life we live. And I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Like, literally. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I woke up and I'm just like, yes, dude. Actually, I woke up at 3:30 and I'm like, oh, it's too early, but then Spirit told me it's a good day to clear space. So, for the 12:12 portal tomorrow, we have the portal from 12:12 to 12:21, which is like big endings for this year. Actually, big endings for like freaking. There's a lot of endings going on, like a 3-year ending. I believe like an 11-year ending or something like that. So big cycles ending, especially with the shedding of the snake, right? But also, yes, it's the ending of the calendar year, but it's the ending of the astrological year in March, or actually in February, and then March starts the new one. So, patience, but also we're gonna start to see this change, and I got this download too about the Kali Yuga, which is supposed to be like one of the darkest ages. But within the awakenings that were happening, we're starting to see the golden age. So, and if you're seeing this, you are a part of that or ascending to that, which I believe is like the Sutra Yuga or something like that. Let me take a look. I was looking all this shit up this morning. Oh, Satya Yuga, mini Satya Yuga. Specific astronomical shifts are seen by some as creating a temporary spiritual potent time within Kali Yuga, similar to Satya Yuga. But also, it's like it's the Great Awakening, right? We also have the Age of Aquarius. So there's a lot of different aspects, and sometimes it's like we're just here, right? And we're doing it, and that is what is creating these ripple effects into the universe, is the ones who are ascending and the ones who are coming into unity within themselves and meeting themselves as God, right? As a source, as a part of the infinite universe, right? So it's really fucking cool, man. It's so cool. I have my coffee with the Plague Doctor. That's one of my, man, there's so many symbols out there. I love just like the Plague Doctor. I love the Plague Doctor just because, in the time of sickness, they would go in and remove bodies or, who have passed on in the death, right? So the death and the bodies and a dark time, but also being help within that time. Oh, and then I also have a Plague Doctor right here. So this is really coming in of, being the understanding the death cycles, not clinging to what's trying to be swept away, right? Let it go, let it go, let it flow, be here. So yeah, I didn't even know I was gonna go into all of that. I'm just free flowing, and it feels good. I got a little wrecked by the energy yesterday, and I believe it's because Neptune was going direct in Pisces after being retrograde for like 5 months. So, and now there's a lot of clarity coming on board. The fog is being swept away. Neptune is all about dreams and stuff like that. So, yeah. Where was I going with this though? Oh, and then I was dehydrated, so I already drank a full bottle of water, hydration, and then now I'm having coffee, which in my coffee I have apple spice or pumpkin. Yeah, no, apple pie spice, a little bit of milk, and the stevia liquid stuff. Just letting you know what I'm drinking. I was thinking about, because I always say like flirt with life and have fun. Ooh, sorry, hiccup. Have fun with life. Um and I was thinking, what are the ways that I actually do? Because I feel like I do, like, every day. But sometimes when you're in the healing, or when you're in the deepness or the seriousness of spirituality, it's like, how can you have fun when you're whatever, when you're healing so much or whatever? So I was thinking this morning, actually, Spirit's like, hey, kind of say and tell. I just do everything Spirit tells me to do, or the downloads that I get. So I have these, what are these called? The Force Factor, the turmeric, and the modern mushroom things, little things that I eat, the squares. And I like to play intuition games with those. So in the morning, I eat them every morning, but I mix them up, and then I pick one up, and I'm like, this one's turmeric. Then I'll open it, and I'll be like, yeah, buddy. Then I'll pick up another one, and I'll be like, this one's turmeric too. Then I'll pick it up, and I'll be like, yeah. Or, you know, vice versa. I'll be like, this one's mushroom. Sometimes I don't get it, and that's cool too, because you gotta be humbled sometimes, you know. Gotta have some of that humble pie with your apple pie latte. I don't know if this would be a latte, but I like it a latte. And then you know, play with words, right? I like sexual innuendos. Me and my wife do, where I'm just always spitting shit out, just having fun with it and stuff. So within like our grocery list, so I was writing it out this morning, and we need Q-tips, so I put on there Q-tits, you know. or we need body wash, and I put on there body wash. And or if we need potatoes, I'll put patitties, or, you know, stuff like that. And it's just like, how can you have fun within the mundane? And then the mundane becomes magical, right? And the more that you can make your life magical, the more fun that you can have, the higher your vibrations will be, right? And it's just like, everything can be so fun when you know how to play, when you know how to create with it. And this is what it is to be a creator of your reality, right? It's, yeah, accepting this world for what it is. And you can see it within the perception of being boring, or you can see it within the perception of, what do I want to create today? How much fun do I want to have? You know what I'm saying? And letting go of worry, because we are truly supported. If you believe that you're supported, you are truly supported, man. Let me tell you, the last couple months, you know, I got off of workman's comp, which was my primary source of living. So, and now I have a job, but I only work like 1 day a week. But I have an intention that, like, I am supported. Me and my wife are supported and stuff like that. And every single time, you know, it's like, I'm only supposed to work like 1 week or 1 day a week, and I'll either get called in to work more hours, or I'll get some readings coming in, and it's like our bills get paid, or the bills that I'm responsible for get paid, and I never have to worry, you know, and I don't even think about it. I just say I am supported. Hey, I'm supported in this life. Sammy's battery died on Monday morning, and you know, she's like, well, when are we gonna get it done? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, it'll get done when it needs to, you know. And she's like, well, do you gotta go anywhere? And I'm like, no, dude, like, I'm a Pisces, man. I can stay at home forever. Yes, I like going outside and stuff, but I'm just like, if I don't have a car, that just means I don't gotta go anywhere. So she took my car, and then we were gonna and then she came home from work, and we still couldn't. No, she came home from work, and I had to take my son home after, when she was done with work, and then we didn't feel like doing it on Monday. And then Tuesday, I went to do it while she was at work, and I like doing that kind of stuff. I like assembling and stuff like that, or technology, putting things together and everything like that. So I'm like, okay, babe, I'm happy to do this for you. So I went out there and I was getting it done, and I didn't have an extension to go down and whatever. I didn't have a part. And I'm like, okay, babe, well, we'll just have to do it tomorrow, Wednesday. And we'll have to go buy a part. And she's like, oh, okay. So then so I went to work, and I walked to work because I only work like 2 blocks away. And they're like, did you walk to work? And I'm like, yeah, Sammy's battery died. Gave them the whole spiel and that we needed a new part. And my boss, he's like, well, I got tools, man. You can borrow them. And I'm like, oh, sick, sweet, And it's like, everything always comes, like everything always finds me that I need. That's one of the mantras that I always say too. If I start to worry about something, well, I don't know if I really worry anymore, but sometimes, or what got me here was, it's like, okay, if something popped in and it was worrying me, I would say, you know what? Something's gonna happen. Everything always finds me. Everything that I need always finds me. So that's a beautiful mantra, right? To live by. Everything I need always finds me. Life is fun and easy. Life is fun, right? Don't forget your magic. It's all within you. You create your reality, right? So then we got that tool. We didn't have to go and buy it. And then yesterday, I went to get the tools because I forgot them when I was at work. And I met this beautiful man that my boss knew. And he's into like energy or whatever. He studies Buddhism and stuff like that. And we were talking just for a brief moment. And he said that he would bring me a gift if he saw me again. And I'm like, far out, dude. Like, that is fucking sick. And it's like, wow. And then last week, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, one of our friends dropped a gift off on our front porch. And it's just like so beautiful to live this life, and all you have to do is give love. So for when I say flirt with life or flirt with people, it's like, how can you have fun? How can you play with the energy within the purest way, And that guy, I could feel, he told me, he's like, oh, don't mind my energies, I've been wrecked for the last couple months. And I'm like, dude, it has been an intense time. You do not have to worry. I'm like, you're all good, man. It is all good. And it's like, people just need to hear that, or want to hear that, want to feel seen and want to feel loved, right? Yes, I talk about the self, but also yourself echoes out into the universe, because the people that you see are either drawn to you by your healing, or they are a reflection of you, whether that be dense or loving energy, right? So it's just so magical, you guys. Life is wonderful. Life can be a dream, and it is. And it can be the best dream. And it's like what I've been manifesting within my life, is just peace and happiness, because I've never had that in my life before awakening and before healing. So for a while there, it was riches and fancy cars and big mansion and stuff like that in the beginning of my awakening. But now I really see that it's here. It's peace. And when you can drop into samadhi, right, of being within the present moment and being present within everything that you do. Sometimes I get wrecked by the stars, right? That's why it's good to understand what's going on with the stars. so that you can understand why you're being wrecked, so that you don't feel like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? You know, oh my God, am I doing something wrong? What's happening? You know, but if like yesterday, Neptune going direct, man, I felt like I was floating off into space. I could barely talk on here. I could barely keep my focus on what I was saying, but that's okay, because then it shows other people, right, that sometimes you just get wrecked. And then it's like today, it was an expansion yesterday. This whole month is going to be an expansion. And today is a beautiful day. Today I'm coming back down to earth, right? It's like, wow, here we are. I don't know if I finished up my thought about, or my thing about clearing space though. So I woke up at 3:30, and you guys, I have ADHD. I don't really like to claim things, you know, but when you know, you know. And if I hop around everywhere, you know, it's just what it is. So anyway, about clearing space. So I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and I cleared out all of my emails back to fucking 2016. And I'm just like, and I've been wanting to do that for months because I'm sick of it, right? I'm like, how the hell do people, and I'm paying for an extra gig because I had so many emails and so many different things. And then I'm just like, wow, cool, I got that done. And then my guides were like, okay, now it's gonna be your closet. So later today, I'm gonna go and throw out all of my shirts, basically. I think my pants are good. Maybe one or two pair of my pants can go, but clear space, because this is an ending of a chapter and new energy is gonna be coming in, right? You can always feel it. It's like, it's with everything, you know? You contract, or you expand, and then you kind of work your way back, and then you contract, and then old cycles that need to be finished, and then you got to get rid of shit, and then you expand again, and then it's just like the cells, just like the atoms, right? Amazing. So it's a good time to clear shit out. Another fun thing, I think this today is just about fun and creating your reality and clearing space. But I think today, so it snowed out. It snowed, snowed, snowed. It snowed. It snowed Monday and Tuesday. And is that right? No, it snowed Tuesday. What the fuck day is it? Into Wednesday. So there's a lot of snow outside. And I'm gonna go back because Louie, my dog, my best friend, man, my wife is my best friend, my son is my best friend, and my dog is my best friend, and the kitties are awesome too. They're my best friends too. Anyway, I'm gonna go back in the backyard, and I think I'm gonna make him some trails in the snow, because he's just like trudging through the snow and stuff like that. I think that'll be fun. But also I was thinking about like whenever I think of trails and stuff like that, I think of the labyrinth, you know, Pan's Labyrinth, and the labyrinth with David Bowie, with David Bowie, Jareth. Just like understanding the patterns. Yeah. Letting go of worry and knowing that you are supported, right? Worrying is a waste of time, because you don't know what's going to happen, and you're always creating your reality. You're manifesting within every moment. And if you're in something, if you're in the dense energy, things might seem scary and stuff like that, but it could take a second for you to be like, wake up and be like, you know what, everything's going to be good. I know why this is happening. Sometimes you don't know why, right? But that's where faith comes in, and trust. Sometimes you don't see the signs because the universe wants to surprise you. So that's where you trust, right? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go into some tarot for today for this reading. Yeah, what do we have? What's going on within the energy? Awaken the energy. 5 of Coins. The Time of Lack. 7 of Swords. Interesting. And the Fool. Yeah. Cool. This is this transformation. And I saw a post. Actually, I saw 2 posts of people saying like, people really need people right now to love, because there's outside of the realm of the higher consciousness, there's density going on within the world, and we may be feeling that too, but also it's showing that this is ending before our journey, right? Because we have the Fool, but before that we have like the 5 of Coins, which is not being supported, not feeling worthy, and being in a state of lack within abundance, health, whatever, however we see ourselves. And then we have the 7 of Coins, which is like sneaky energy. Yeah. Having the shadows, pull a wool over our eyes. Is that how the saying goes? And now we're coming into this new journey. And the 7 of Swords is like not letting those energies get to your mind, whether it be outside sources coming in to try and diminish your worth, or whether it be yourself, right? The cycles within yourself that need to be seen, that would trick you into not seeing the divinity within yourself. And now we're moving into this new journey. The Fool starts again, getting reborn. An Ace of Wands. Yeah, a new trajectory on how you can live your life and bring beauty into this world. You have the wand. What are you creating? What are you putting into action? This is fire. This is Sagittarius. That's what we are in. We're in Sagittarius season, and it's all about expansion, right? Ace of Wands. What are we creating? And we have the Tower. Yeah. Do not cling on to what is leaving. Don't let it pull you down with it. Say, okay, I release, and I will rise again on a stronger foundation. Then one more. Yeah, 6 of Coins. You are abundant. You are so abundant within your laugh, your smile, your love. And how can you not only have that for yourself, but show that to others? And then others will come in. I always think of that this medicine woman, this beautiful medicine woman, is, giving money to other people. But I can see this as a transaction, of her giving and them coming like to give too, or them being like, yo, look at all of this abundance within a unity sector. I don't know if that's the right word. A unity vibration, a unity collective, right? Let's see what else is going on. What else do we have for the collective here? You created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts, which means you can use the very same power of thought to change it. 100%. You can change your reality within 5 seconds. Beautiful. And I have like my crown is on fire right now. And we have, remember that done is better than perfect. Yeah, just start. If you're wanting to plant a seed right now, we're having a lot of endings, but now is a great time to plant the seed to this next new year, right? Remember that done is better than perfect. Just get the damn website up already, or make the calls, or book the gig, even though you're not totally ready yet. Nobody else cares, or will probably even notice that everything isn't 100% perfect. And quite honestly, nothing ever will be 100% perfect. There's no better way to get things done than to already be rolling along Momentum is a wonderful thing, not to mention highly underrated. So get off your ass and get started now. Yeah, baby. Get started. Plant those seeds, man. Right? This Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's a beautiful time to start new things that vibrate within the energy of you. And let's go to our beautiful little toadstools here. Toadstool with the frog on it. And the daisies. Daisy, Daisy. You know, and singing is like, singing is so cool, man. Like, just making up dumb songs or beautiful songs. I don't know. For me, I think humor is just everything, and I just make up songs throughout the day. And you know what? My son does the same thing, and he'll just be sitting there singing random songs, and it's like, God, so beautiful, dude. I create my own path and walk it with joy. Yeah, man. How can you create your own path? That is what it is. How can you create your reality? Walk it with joy. Have fun. Have fun. You are capable of more than you know. 100. 100. And one more. Be true to who you are. Yeah, don't be caged, man. You're not meant to be in a cage. You're meant to be free. 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 Okay, you beautiful angels. Divine beings. Being you. Reflection of me, and you. One. Alright, you guys. Have a great day. Blessed be. Ram. Namaste. Namaha. Beautiful. Peace.